today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 37. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He got 29 yards that time. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 23. Jackson will throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. To throw again is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Down, Ravens.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 95 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
First and goal, Baltimore.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
35-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw complete to Herndon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short.
This is caught inside the 15 and all the way down to the 12. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
He is good.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to...
Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Flushed out right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with the crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Tua. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
At the 40-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Tua Tagovailoa sacked by Tyus.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for the Ravens. 49 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's third down. And
play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
No.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
A gain of 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed? And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Makes the score Ravens 45.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tua going to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
15. 1st down, Ravens.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
6.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they try the right side here. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Carry for the running back. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Back now in Miami.
3rd quarter.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens add on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, Wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
25-yard line.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to be...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tyus Bowser in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And some room to work. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. The open man here, Renfro. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll contain him to just 4. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
At the 25-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a